Hello, 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 everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. It is a rainy day. We've got thunderstorms forecast. We've had lots of rain. We've been pumping out the yard. Well, Ron's been pumping out the yard since about 5:30 this morning. If my pumps happen to go on, as it's running now, I will stop talking until it is done because I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it and I can think it's a little distracting. Can you guys hear it? Nobody's here to tell me if you can hear it. Anyway, I have a couple of pumps down here and they could be running off and on. If I need to repeat something, please let me know. Okay. Also, we do have a weather watch out. So if I happen to disappear, it's because we've had a power outage. We haven't had one yet this storm. Touch wood. Just a heads up that it could possibly happen. What else? Not too much else. A couple of rants. You saw it on my Facebook page, and I shared it all over everybody else's pages. If you are selling at a craft show and somebody asks if you made it, please don't take offense. Please say it's definitely original. Good afternoon, Belinda. Nice to see you, hun. Hope all is good in your world. It is crazy rainy here. We've got lots of water in the yard. It happens. It happens. Hey, Anne, happy birthday. I'm not going to sing to you. You don't want to hear that. No, the weather, we've got a thunderstorm watch out. So if I happen to disappear, it's because our power has gone out. Joys of living rurally. All right. So, as I was saying, if you guys sell at craft shows, please don't take offense if somebody asks you if you made it. Had a nice little rant about that because of it wasn't a craft show that they had in town here. It was a vendor show. So they were like Pampered Chef, Sipology, Scentsy, all those kind of vendors, plus a lot of artists and crafters. So, can you guys hear my pump? Okay, it's off. If you guys can't hear me because my pump's running, please let me know and I will hopefully remember what I was saying so I can repeat myself. Okay, another pet peeve. I went to use my Cricut and you have to subscribe in order to use the darn things now. I am not amused. So I took their 30-day free trial and I'm going to try to get everything done that I want to get done within that 30 days because it's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. All these people who want subscriptions to things, I don't understand. Well, I do understand because I have been in business, but I don't even use my Cricut for business. Like if you're just using it for personal use, I don't think that they should be charging you for that stuff. I'm cutting my own stencils, die cuts, whatever. I just feel irritated. Irritated, I tell you. Okay, today we're playing leather. Leather. So I pulled out my bin of leather bits because, as I say, I have a girlfriend who makes gauntlets, moccasins, mucklucks, etc., medicine bags. She's also the woman who did the course when I was learning how to make hand drums. So I have all these scrappy little bits of leather. I know some people make earrings and things out of them. This isn't a very stiff leather because it was used for clothing and things, right? Like this, I know she used for a skirt. So, yeah, I've got some beautiful scraps. Beautiful scraps. So, I figured I'd just pull out a few and maybe just do some little clustery kind of things for on journal covers because if you're putting this in the middle of the journal, some of this leather is pretty darn thick. I don't know that I'll get needles through it. I was looking for my thimble, can't find it, but some of it's moose, some of it's cow, some of it's deer. I don't know the difference between. Oh, look, a little bag. I'm going to take that. It's not leather, it's just a velvet thing. She must have slipped in there, or when her granddaughter was little. But so I've got, and some of the pieces have some marks on them, so she probably wouldn't have used those. She does sell her work. Her work is absolutely incredible. But little bits like this, I think if I had like two or three and just used it as a fringy on the front, it could be, yeah, yeah, Belinda, good idea. Make myself notes as thoughts come up. That way I won't forget them in the 30 days. You know, I figured once we got home from the trip, things would kind of slow down once we got the garden in and the yard done. But my word, it's just been crazy. And this week, well, I streamed today. Tomorrow I'm going and visiting a sister. Thursday, the truck has to go in for routine service. My eldest grandson's also coming for supper Friday. My middle grandson is coming to stay the weekend because he is what? Working this weekend, so I have to get him to work because his family's camping. So yeah, I figured if I did like some little fringy kind of thing, clusters to go on the front of journals, just a variety. So I'm just gonna grab a handful of little bits and we're just gonna play. We're just gonna add beads and buttons and different ideas. I thought maybe I could do um, some French knots or something, and that could be kind of fun too. Or 30 minutes, 30 days, 30 days, 30 days, 30 minutes. Yeah, no, 30 days. I've got 30 days to use it. And I am not proficient at using it because I use it so seldom. So it takes me 2 or 3 tries to get something done. And so I'm trying to cut some stencils and I'm frustrated. I'm just frustrated. It is what it is. All right. Piece of orange. I just grabbed a few bits. I could just play with this all day. This is a nice big piece. Wow, that could actually make, if I could probably do baby vamps for moccasins. For baby, no, we're not doing that, Kim. Put it away now. We're making clusters. Making clusters. Yeah, it's a busy week. Hey, Maritza, nice to see you. Nice to see you. They suggested we play leather. If you've got leather scraps, you could do the same kind of thing with fabric scraps. I just happen to be very fortunate that I have a friend who teaches how to make mucklucks and moccasins and drums and medicine bags and beading and, quite a few of the old arts. So as I was saying, I've got a bunch of like little bits like this. So that could be like a little fringy kind of thing. Let's just start making something that I want to kind of make a little fringy, trying to decide which is the right side. This is suede, so it's kind of rough on both. But I thought maybe I'd just do like little clusters with bits. Little clusters with bits. And the thing is, these bits of leather have been in that bin for so long, they are... See, now that's pretty darn thick. Pretty darn thick. But it will make a nice fringy tassel-y kind of thing on the front of a journal for sure. Now, they'll have to be hand sewn, so I do have needles. I'm just wondering, okay, I have this one threaded. I'm just going to tie a knot and oh no. I've heard good things about scan and cut, not such good things about crickets. So I kind of like it like this. So it's kind of spread out and kind of fun, right? And of course, I can put buttons or embroidery or something on the fun bits down there. Yep, should have had a needle or a thimble, but we're just going to whip stitch the top of this just so that it holds together. Because I'm thinking I could put it behind a button or something. I actually washed this mat today. I was doing something and I spilt a little bit of water, or I was spritzing water, and I had all that glue down here, and it got really sticky and really frustrating. You know, not a tidy crafter at all. So again, I just pulled out little scraps of this purple, and I'm just stitching them. Hopefully they will be in the configuration I wanted. A little bit wider, I think. For some reason, this thread, it's okay. It's okay. We are making this work. You've never hand stitched leather? Oh, I've hand stitched leather. Normally I have a thimble, but you think I can find the blessed thing? No. I really need to do something with this desk. That was going to be my project this past weekend, but it was celebration weekend, so nothing got done. Really. Nothing really got done. I have leather needles too. I have a industrial sewing machine for sewing leather. The lady who had it made mucklets and gauntlets and moccasins. So I purchased it because my daughter was making mucklets and she was really enjoying it. And I thought that if she wanted to make some for sale, I would purchase the machine. It too is not working at the moment. I need to get my machines in to be fixed, so we are hand stitching this. Yeah, celebrating was done. Large paper bag is a journal cover, and oh, definitely, definitely. I could sew a whole bunch together and just do like a raggedy leather journal cover. Could be very interesting, almost like a patchwork mosaic-y kind of thing. I think that'd be very interesting. All right. So I've got that. I just whip stitched across the top. Just basic stitching. I'm just going to tie a knot. Ouch. We're going to have owie fingers by the end of this. Didn't poke a hole though, just felt it. Got rid of it fast. Yes, it's Miss Anne's birthday. I hope she has a lovely, lovely day. How do you celebrate your birthday, Anne? I celebrate my birthday. I refuse to cook. I refuse to cook on my birthday and anniversary. Okay, so I have this, and I've got the needle still attached. And as I say, I can put some like little sequins or buttons or something on the leather. Actually, this is thin enough that I could just string some beads on it, I'm thinking. Very thin. If it got pulled, it would probably break. Yep, might as well do that so that somebody else does not do it and then complain that it broke. But what I was thinking is I pulled out some lace. And I've got some purple lace. So I was thinking if I covered this upper edge with some lace, kind of wrap it around almost like a just so that the top edge is covered so that you can't really see it. Well, I'll stitch that down as well. I want it so that this is kind of flat coming out the bottom. I have a plan. I've come up with a plan. Today you're doing what you want? Yep. You baked a double layer brownie cake? Took you 15 minutes to find it? Oh no. Yeah, see, I was bad. I bought birthday cake. I have a favorite cake from when I was a kid, and the bakery is still in operation. So that is my go-to for my birthday. I almost like demand that I have that cake. My kids hate it. So nobody came and had cake with Ron and I, so we had to eat the whole darn cake ourselves. I bought a really small one. Not that they're small, but you know what I mean? And because we didn't go directly to the bakery, we bought it at a local store that carries them. It was pre-frozen. So I couldn't refreeze it, right? So it is just my favorite is banana. They didn't have banana. So it's just a double layer chocolate cake, but it has a shortbread crust on the bottom. And it's like a cooked icing, or it used to be a cooked icing. Don't know if it still is. Nice flowers. And then they shave chocolate after they've iced it, and they roll it in these big shaves of chocolate. Yeah. So, I mean, that was our birthday cake treat to have a bought cake when I was growing up. And so as an adult, it's what I want. I don't ask for anything else. I want my birthday cake and I want not to cook. So I get that every year because I'm very fortunate that Ron understands. So we went out for dinner on Friday, which is bad because, see, normally what I do is I will have something that just has to be reheated either for my birthday or for our anniversary. So, yeah, and the shortbread crust is held on with icing, right? So it's just lovely. I love the cookie crust. It's just a regular cake with shortbread on the bottom. I don't know. Hey, I didn't give the weather today, aside from the fact that it's raining. Anyway, Kim's all over the place. All right, so I've stitched this lace at the top, or I've enclosed the top in lace, whatever you want to call it. Just do a little knot here. As I say, this is going to have to either go on a spine or the front of a journal because it's going to be too darn bulky to go inside a journal. I also have a girlfriend who does a lot of thrift shopping, and quite often if there's a leather skirt or a jacket or vest or whatever, for a decent price, she'll bring it she'll get it for me so that I've got leather to use as journal covers as well. Okay, so I've got this little tassely kind of thing with the leather and a little bit of lace. It's kind of boring. So I think what I want to do is put like a fun button or a flower or something on it. Yeah. Big bakery. Oh, nice. That's awesome, Anne. See, my mom didn't really decorate cakes. She liked doing pies much more than cakes. Her idea of decorating a cake was putting like a brown sugar coconut mixture on top of it and putting it under the broiler for a couple of minutes so the coconut would toast and the brown sugar would melt. And that's how she iced cakes. I can't remember her ever icing a cake. Okay, we need something fun on that. What about, oh, I have an idea. I'm just going to go and grab some fun buttons. Or I could use, no, look, I got these blingy things. Okay, I'm having issues here. I'm bouncing you guys all over my screen for some reason. Why is this? Sorry, guys. You know how I am with technology. I have to make it big so that I'm not bouncing you all over the screen. There we go. Yeah. I need some purple. What about purple butterfly? Whoa, come back. The blingy purple butterfly? I don't know. I want something a little bit different, like because of the leather. Don't want anything, I want something that's, maybe I'll just use a button. That's a big bag of bling. That's a tongue twister. Big bag of bling. Okay, so I have my fun buttons. I bought these buttons. Not when I was on my trip. I don't even know where I put the buttons that I bought when I was on the trip. They're on the desk here someplace. But these are cute little buttons. I saw them and I couldn't resist them. I want something odd. I want something a little bit odd. What about a donut? No, they won't allow home-baked treats either. No. Oh, yeah, definitely fancy. So, yeah. And we always, but like one of the neighbors' moms always put money in the cake, right? They are cute, Belinda. Wrap money in wax paper and put a layer of cake down and then put the money in and then more cake so that, you'd get a little piece of a little, nickels and dimes kind of thing. It was fun. Nope, that blends in too much. It's kind of wonky. That's something totally different. Totally different. Turquoise butterfly is kind of cute. It's got one of those shank button things. Yeah, she used to do that in Rice Krispie cake too. I was thinking actually doing Rice Krispie cake, the with the marshmallows and the Rice Krispies, do a crust of that and then put the cake on top instead of shortbread. Thought that could be kind of cute. See, this isn't giving me what I'm envisioning here, guys. I want something a little bit more 3D-ish. Thoughts? Something a bit more 3D-ish. Something that's going to stand up just a little bit more. Like I like these big buttons, but those are the ones I use when I do wraps. Like on the, you guys know. Oh no, I wouldn't bake it first, right? You let it the crust. The same thing with the shortbread. You bake it first, and then you put your what is it? Icing, and then you put the layer of cake on top of it. Kimbit paper buttons. It would be flat. No, I want something up. I think I see something fun. Fun. Like I don't know. I see it, guys. You just have to bear with me. Kim has a vision, and oh, look, another tassel. Trying to get a handle on all my tassels and things. Ooh. Got these purple beads. If I stitched that down and it came down as well, that could be oh, wait. Let's just do that. Hang on. I got an idea. Let's go big or go home today, guys. We're going big or go home. I need to thread a needle. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Roel. Nice to see you guys. We are using up leather bits. I have a bin of leather bits that I haven't touched in a very long time. And I was asked if I could possibly do something with leather bits. So I'm making it up as I go along. And I know that's not going to surprise any of you at all. I have an idea. So basically, I took a scrap of leather and I cut it up so it's kind of fringy. And then I put lace around it. Now I just need something. This is going to go on the front of a journal. But I want something standing up in that. I know what I'm looking for. Bear with me. I'm in the back 40. You can tell that I did not plan this. They are Mardi Gras beads. Shh. Okay. Somewhere in here, got lots of red flowers. But I should have some purple as well. There's purple. See? I buy those dollar store lays at the thrift store, and I use them. I take them apart and use them however. Oh, there's another purple one. See, now I'm pushing buttons on my mouse. Boy. Okay, so I have an idea. Okay, so we've got these flat flowers. I'm just going to snip to the center. I have a plan. I have 3 purple and white flowers, and I'm cutting them each to the center. And we're going to stack them. And then in that cut on each of them, I guess I'll have to do it singly. Must do it singly, so it's going to be a little bit fiddly. Sorry guys, am I on screen? What I'm doing is I want one of these beads to be in the center of the flower. The rest are going to hang down with the fringe. Now the way I'm going to do that is I am going to have it so that I cut them, right? So now I am putting these petals on. Let go. And I'm putting the one bead through the cut area. This is going to be really fiddly. How am I going to do this? Maybe a little drop of glue. Oh, that will work, because that will make it a little stiffer. Awesome. I don't know what you're talking about, Brenda. Do. How are you feeling, Brenda? Okay, Raul, I'm looking forward to that. You also have to tell me what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm putting some glue at the center. Where that bead is going to go. And I'm getting all 3 of them kind of lined up with that glue for the center. This is what happens when I have an idea. Then I have to figure out how I'm going to make it work. There we go. Just like that. Just like that. Now I have a needle and thread, except I tangled it all up. Look at this. Okay. There's the knot. There we go. So now what I want to do is just stitch that closed so that that one bead stays on top and the rest of the beads are underneath. If that makes sense to anybody aside from me? I'll show you in a second. I just have to get a couple of stitches in here. There we go. There we go. So, as you can see now, put the cap on the glue, put it away. So now you can see I had cut each of these layers through to the center. Then I put glue just to kind of hold it so that I could get the bead so it would stay there. Then I just did a couple of quick little stitches underneath to make sure that that was kind of closed to hold the bead. I can take time slots every day. Wow. I don't draw. I could do day 1 and day 3. Something day 1 and day 3. I don't draw. So, okay, so now I've got glue on my thread, so it's not pulling through nice either. Of course, we're going to do this now. It's okay. So it's a little bit higher than it was. Now I'm going to stitch that to this corner on this tassel thing. And then those beads are going to hang down and the petals are going to be floppy and it's going to work exactly the way I want it to. Do you guys believe me? Somebody has to, because I don't. When you make things up as you go along, you just kind of, there we go. Yeah, you could put me down for the mixed media and the stitching. Please. All right. So what have we got here? We've got a floofy flower with the beads. You can still see the lace a little bit. Not much, not much. Okay, that's fine. So now actually what I need to do is stitch across the top of this to the bottom petal on the flower to hold it in place. So I need to stitch kind of just slightly along here, just through the bottom petal, so that it's going to stay where I want it to. If that makes sense. Just want the bottom petal. So I'm folding the other ones up so that I just get the bottom. You don't have to stitch it right across. You can just put just a couple stitches in to hold it. And then you know what I think I'd like to do is maybe do a little bit of a running stitch around and pull it up tight through all 3 layers. We're going to try that and see what happens. Hey, Anina, welcome, welcome. It is fiddly, but you know what? Sometimes I like fiddly stuff. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Okay, so now I'm just going to do a running stitch. I could have probably done this before I attached it. Then it wouldn't be quite as annoying, but it is what it is. Just trying to give it a little bit more depth now because I don't want it flat. So those of you who have just joined, we are working with leather today. So I made kind of a little fringy tassel thing out of leather scrap, and I am just embellishing it. It's going to be a cluster for the front of a journal because it could be way too thick to go inside the journal because it will make major gator mouth. Speaking of gator mouths, oh, do you guys remember that heart journal I'm working on? The one that Janet Nash had started off making a heart journal, and I decided to make one, and I'm using it for all my happy mail from Fibs. Well, my word, it is wild. It is wild. All right, much better. Much better. It's got a little bit more depth to it. it's got a center. Let's put that a little tighter. We'll go through to the back. And you know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch a couple of these beads. Just go between the next bead on the strand, right? So we've got the end bead sticking out as the center of the flower. And I'm just going to go down the side here. And I'm just going to stitch between those two beads, just do a quick wrap around just to hold that in place so that it's more where I want it. Otherwise, it's just going to be out there, I tell you. Okay. Now I've got a knot in my thread. We don't like that. Come on. I want you there. There we go. There, now that will hold it down. So it's down amongst the tassel things. Oh, I like it, guys. Hang on. I'll show you right away. I just need to do a little stitch over here to hold this craziness in place. Now I could put this on a fabric cover, paper cover. Paper cover, though, needs to be pretty heavy duty because this has weight to it. It's got a fair bit of weight. Tie the knot. Did I just go around that petal? I just went around the petal. Stop that. Get out of there. Get out. Sometimes fiddly's good. You gotta be in the mood for it. Good thing I'm in the mood for it. There we go. All right. So there, I am going to call this done. I'm going to take this thread off, and then I will show you what it looks like. So it's got the leather tassel thing. Uh-oh, what's happening? No, they're here. You just can't see them. They're still there. What's happening, Anina? I'm sorry. I've been. It's hot. Pull pump went out. Oh no! Wow. So you can't even get in the pool to cool off. You're having headaches. Oh dear. Oh, Anina, I'm so sorry. I'm glad you're here. I'm hoping that we can help you. So, okay. I need a journal thing. Look, we've got this little, look, it can go on this little journal that I'm making for the giveaway. Look how cute that is on the cover. If that's on the cover. Isn't that cute? What do you guys think? It's got bling, it's got flowers, it's got leather, it's got lace. Welcome, Coretta. Nice to meet you. Yes, very sorry for your loss, Anina. Okay, so what do you guys think? That's a cute little cluster thing for a journal cover. It is. Yeah, that works well. I think that might end up on this journal cover because this is the journal that's going to be the giveaway journal at the end of July. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I pulled out a color that will go more with it. Something. All right, so there's one, and yeah, the giveaway will be at the end of July. It'll be my last stream in July, which will be, I don't know, I don't have a calendar. Let's pull up a calendar on, find the cursor. Let's do a July calendar and we'll find out. It would probably be the 30th, July 30th will be the draw for this little journal. Bridal and proms flower bracelets? Well, I could. So, okay. So again, this is just flower petals from one of those cheap lays that you can get at Dollarama or whatever. I usually get them at the thrift store for about 25 cents each. This is a chunk of Mardi Gras bead, right? So again, what I did was I cut the petals so it was to the center, put one bead here, stitched it down, wrapped some lace around the little fringy bit here. Now, what would be kind of cute? Oh, look, what if knee-length lacy dress, leather and lace. Yeah, leather and lace go really good together. Yeah, I'm going to do a journal, like whatever I'm making on my Tuesday streams, something will end up in that journal. And what? Something will end up in that journal, and that journal will get raffled off. We'll do a draw for it. So now, what I'm thinking is, wouldn't that be cute to have just a couple of these little conchi type things? They kind of remind me of like the conch things people have on their leather. Either that, or what about this purple butterfly? That one. This is more of a pink. But what about if I put this butterfly on that piece of fringe? Yes, no, butterfly? Should it be a different color? Anyone? This is a big bag of onions. Butterfly in the center of the flower? No, because then it's going to make the flower flatter again. Once it's stitched down. That purple really doesn't match. That's the same as the other one. What's this? Oh, look, there's yellow. I could do a yellow butterfly. Totally stands out. Yellow and purple go good together, right? Yes, no? A yellow butterfly? Kind of like the yellow. I have white. White. Kind of like the white. White. Let's do white. Let's do white. You know what? I think I want black thread. I've got this nice long piece of thread on this needle. Let's grab the black. See, I can see the black thread. Can't see my stinking thimble. Black thread. The reason I'm using black thread, I'm going to show you right away why. Oh, that's a beading needle. Don't want to use the beading needle. Won't go through the leather. Not this needle. Stuck to the magnet, doesn't want to come off. Kim's having a day. All's good. A face just like the flowers in Alice, yeah. Okay, so now I need a black bead. Because sequins kind of need a bead to hold them down. I have a jar of beads beside me here. And I'm not being a purist since I'm using plastic butterflies and Mardi Gras beads. I'm not using glass beads. Black bead, little black bead. So then we're going to string the bead, string the butterfly. Look, I got green paint under my nail. And I didn't even use paint today. Bead, butterfly, through the leather. Through the leather. And we're going to pull. Got the butterfly pointing upwards. So I'm going to hold that tight. Ooh, why are you not coming through? Why are you being like this? Did I get a knot? Look, that's why. The knot I tied was not big enough. Lost the bead, lost the butterfly. Let's start again. We're struggling here today, guys. You'd think that getting the needle back through the hole in the leather would be easy. Easy peasy. Doesn't want to go. Okay, fine. We'll have the knot at the back. Okay. Okay. So the knot is still on top, which is fine because I want these dangly thread things because I want them to kind of look like legs on the butterfly. The legs will be under the butterfly now, which is fine. So now we put the butterfly on. Seriously, Kim? Butterfly, black bead. Black bead. So now you got that strung, right? You're going to go back down. Is that blue or black? Well, I think it's black. And you're going to go back down. You've got butterfly, the bead. You're going to go back down through the butterfly. I didn't celebrate Canada Day, Hanina. It was raining, and also because of things that have happened in Canada in the past to the Indigenous people, I don't celebrate Canada Day. I'm proud of Canada itself. I just don't like what happened. Anyway, so now I'm going to wrap it around underneath the butterfly a couple of times. One more time and put a knot in it, and then I'm going to leave the strings dangling. So it's not looking like legs. If I had the knot on top of the butterfly, it would look like legs. Now it's just dangly strings. Dangly threads for no apparent reason, just because it's texture. Just because it's texture. There we go. There we go. So, pull the little journal back. I like it with the little butterfly on it. So I'm going to consider this little leather cluster done. It can go aside. Now what are we going to do? Let's do another cluster. Ooh, that's thick. This one's much thinner. You know what? I'm going to cut it almost like a little square. I'm going to throw that little piece of the leather out because I can. So I have this little square. We could put a button on it. I'm just doing clusters to put on journals out of these because that's a cute button, little girl button. I have another little girl button. I threw that scrap out. Can you see this little girl? I could do an elephant. Or I could just do a really funky sequin. You like the little girl? I love those little girl buttons. I have no idea where I got them. Okay, I like the little girl. What about if we just took a little piece of lace and put it behind the whole thing? Yes, no? Anyone? Do you have some wide white lace? Wide white lace. Or crocheting or... Oh, some ribbon could be cute. What kind of ribbon is that? Okay, what about if I took this pink ribbon? Yeah. If I took this pink ribbon and put it behind the button on the leather, and then just a little piece of lace. I like it. I like it, guys. Kim is making girly clusters. Who am I? I need a piece of white lace. I should have some of this here. Because I have everything here. Oh, I've got fringy things. No, I want white lace. See? Not prepared. Not prepared. This is an off-white. Kind of like that. Okay. We're going to chop that there. These are not fabric scissors. Could you tell? Oh, I guess I could have used tulle as well. Never mind. Stop it. Stop it. And we're going to take this stitching off this lace because I don't want it gathered. It does. I'm pretty brutal. I just rip things just like this. Just like that. Again, these are clusters that will have to go on fronted journals because they're bulky. Okay, so just want it just behind the lace. I don't want, or just behind the leather. I don't want any overlap. I will keep that. Shh. Okay, so I've got a little bit of lace. This. I think I want it to the side. What do you think? To the side or in the center? Well, one thing I struggle with, Americans might be the same in Canada, they can say to a grown up woman, girl. That's something so foreign to me. In German language, you don't do that. I like the off center. All right, I got one for off center and one for center. Where's my girl? There's off center. You guys say center? Okay, we will do center. It's nice having pre-threaded needles here. All right. We'll do center. Okay, so that's definitely the bottom. That's definitely the top. This doesn't really matter. Anybody else playing leather and stuff today? Am I the only one? Of course, larger pieces, I could edge a page with it. That could be fun. Oh, this way. That way. You've got sunshine? We do not. We have ugly weather. Ugly, ugly weather. Okay. All these layers are not happy. I see that. The lace wants to stick out the top. The ribbon wants to go sideways. Sideways could be fun. Okay. Yep. Sure would be nice to have my needle, my thimble. You got sunshine for a change. Yeah. Oh, you've been making copies of your fairy houses and flowers? Nice, nice. Just trying to get this pink ribbon down where I want it. It's, before I put the button on. So that's why I was just doing that little bit of extra stitching. All right. Now we're going to put the button on. Your heat wave cooled off a bit today? Nice. Nice. I haven't played with fairy houses for a while. Have not. Started playing with those little file folder cards that I had cut out. These ones. I put 2-inch circles on the round part. I think I'll use those as pockets in journals. Those are just calendar pieces, parts of calendars that I used a 2-inch circle punch on. We've had so much rain. Oh, I can just imagine what the mosquitoes are going to be like in a few days. It's going to be crazy. Right, Belinda, that's true. Don't have to make more stuff unless you want it in different colors. Very, very true. All right, so I'm going to consider this one done. Again, this will be on the cover of a journal because it is too thick to go inside. These buttons are really thick, really crazy thick, those buttons. I'll show you right away. And again, if I'm putting it onto a fabric cover, I will either sew it or use hot glue to put it down. Definitely need a stronger glue because they're pretty darn heavy. That's the second one. Yeah. Hey, Teresa, welcome, welcome. So I've got this one done. See, she's cute. She would work cute on this cover as well. So that's 2 done. See, I don't even know where the first one is. There it is. It's over here. It's on the right side. Stop fuzzing. Do. Come on. Focus. A gonk is what other people call gnomes. The gnomes with no eyes are actually gonks. If you can see the eyes, it's a gnome. If you can't see the eyes, it's a gonk. I have no idea where I got those buttons. I've been collecting for a while. I find fun buttons and I just take them out of the package and dump them in here, probably at a dollar store. Most of my fun buttons I get at the dollar store. All right, another piece of leather. See, we only used a little bit of this one. This one's got a flaw in it. What about, let's use this. Let's do a triangle. Let's do a triangle. A sort of triangle. And that little piece, it's going in the garbage. You know what? I have, well, that's how I have beads. But I have like the big Folgers coffee cans, like the big ones that you get at Costco. I've got my buttons in those. I had them sorted by color, and then my girlfriend brought me a whole bunch, and that was the end of that. So I'm thinking, what if I do a whole bunch of little French knots in the center, almost like a little flower with this red? Right. What do you think? Yeah, those would be. Does this show up nice enough? It's very close. What about if I, no, I want to use this triangle. I'm going to do the triangle. I think I need different needles. Different needle. Because this is not going to thread through that needle. No how, no way. Now, my big thing of needles is right here. That will be the needle I want. Look, my desk was clean, guys. You can tell that I totally didn't plan this because I've just been grabbing stuff and adding to the pile here. Oh, let's not. Oh, see, I got a knot in it. Well, we'll have to thread it from the other end. Useless trivia, Anne. Useless trivia. Oh, I have an idea. Oh, yeah. Yep. We're going to do this. We are going to do this. I just need to thread this stinking needle. It's Anne's birthday today, guys. Happy birthday to our beautiful Anne. True, Anne. You know, I was playing Scrabble with my mom. My mom was British, and she liked proper language, like proper grammar, and enunciate and use the words, right? Like it's who she was. So we were playing Scrabble, and I put down DOING. She looks at it and she goes, doing, doing, doing's not a word. And I went, doing. Sweet honey lemonade, nice. Yeah, I had salad for lunch too. Oh, I don't use tofu, but well, tempeh, yeah, I've used tempeh. My, I have a few, Raul. I do. I like lemonade. I like iced tea. Right now, this is a root beer sparkling water. So it's sparkling water with chemicals that taste like root beer. It varies day to day. Awesome. I play a lot of Scrap. I love word games. I'm addicted to word games. I admit it. Okay, so I'm going to put this button. That's a big button. I think I do have a smaller button. We're going to do one of those fun buttons. I want one with 4 holes. That's better. That's better. It's littler. So I tied a knot. When I go to put it on the book cover, the journal cover, I may cut the knot off and glue it down. We'll see. Yes. Yes. See, I'll drink plain water with slices of lemon in it, or I will do it with lime or lemon and cucumber. I just love it. So now we're going to do a French knot and go back down that hole that we did. Do I remember how to do a French knot? Yes. Back down that hole. So I have a French knot in that one hole. See, I'm a little close to the edge, but you know what? That's okay. That's perfectly fine. I'll tie a knot at the back. See, if I was paying attention, I would have definitely done it a little bit closer. Okay, there. I have a knot. So I've got the French knot in the one hole on the button. I'm going to cut this off. Got all this lovely piece of red here. I'm not going to use it now. I do want green. Where's my green? I have a variegated green. Oh, wait. No, I'm going to use this. I have this variegated green crochet cotton. I'm going to use that now. And I'm going to do the stems and leaves. Oh, I'm making a mess. Oh, blood orange juice is delicious too. Oh, you had a blood orange tree in your yard? Nice. I just have, well, we can't do citrus here. Our growing season isn't long enough. I have three apple trees and I have grapevines, Saskatoon bushes, and cherry bushes. You know it is Red King? Interesting. So I'm tying a couple of knots. So we're going to go up. There's the hole. Just trying to see where the hole is. Okay. Rough idea of where to go through for the bottom hole. Okay, Anita. I don't know if any of you guys follow Anina on Instagram. Her photography is awesome. She does some beautiful, beautiful photography. She really does. So now I'm going to go down the hole that, see, I should have done the French knot last. So I've gone up to the hole where the French knot is. Come on. We're not focusing again. There we go. Look there. Then we're going to go and do down the sides, but we're going to do those twice so they're a little heavier so they look like leaves. So we're going to the side hole now. Careful, careful. Don't want to stab yourself. So come up through the leather, see where it's coming before you stick it in the hole and push hard. And don't get your fingers in the way, guys. Do not. This is a thicker piece of leather. Yeah. When you purchase your forever home, big garden, fruit trees. Nice. See, I use my greenhouse as an art studio in the summer. The problem being is hauling things back and forth. You know, in and out and in and out. So then we're going to go back up that center side hole again. As I say, we're going to do it twice because that's going to make it that little bit thicker for the leaf. No bloodshed. No, I don't want to. I do enough of that on a regular basis, you know. So I've got one leaf done. This is really pretty. I've done it on some of my tassels when I've added buttons to my tassels. When I was doing the decorative tassels like Janet Nash does. Now we're going to go on the other side. So we're going to poke the needle through the leather and then through the button. You turned your formal. See, you know, I don't have a formal dining room. My dining room I now share with my living room, or my living room I share with my dining room, because my house was built stupid. And I mean, I love my house, don't get me wrong. But where my kitchen table is supposed to be, I don't have like sliding patio doors. I have a door that actually opens in. So it would be banging on the table if I had it open. And so Ron built an island for that spot. So our dining room table is now on half of my living room. Okay, so there's my little button with the embroidery. It's got a French knot and just straight stitches from the stem up to the flower. Come on. There we go. So there's one straight stitch from the bottom hole up to where the French knot is, and then I double stitched on the side holes for the leaves. See, I would use a studio that's detached. You know, I do like going out to the greenhouse. It's the hauling of this stuff, because half the time I start doing something, then I realize, oh, I got to go back in the house to the basement to drag it out. And that is a pain if I don't take everything out with me. So basically, I do slow stitching, some crocheting, that kind of thing out there. Coffee dyeing. Make sure none of these ends are hanging over the edges, so when I put it onto the journal, the threads aren't peeking. So that's number 3. See, that looks very cute with that journal as well. I think I like them all. Any of these could go with this journal. I don't know which one's going to end up on there, but one of them will. Yeah, that's very minimal, this one. You know, something like this, I could probably do a whole stack of them and just use them. That would look nice even on a spine of a journal if I centered it better. But, you know, handmade, not everything is 100%, right? Watch too many haunted house movies. It does look similar in color to the round flowers. Very, very similar. Very close. Definitely with the edging stuff. So yeah, that could definitely go on here. I would put it at this corner, probably. Maybe right in the middle. I don't know. I don't know. You know what would be kind of cute is if I did that and then I just had 3 blank triangles just glued down. That could work. That's a fair size, Anne. My house is about 1,200 square feet. Maybe even less. You know what'd be kind of cute now? Now that I say the hanging triangles, what if I took some of that red, or even the, maybe the green, and did just a few little dangles at the bottom? With red beads or something with this green. You know what? I kind of like that idea. I have a plan, guys. I have a plan. That's going to be a pain in the butt. Mind you, if I do it this way, I could just do it that way. then tie a knot in it, and then hang some red beads. I'm going to do that. 2,500 square feet. That's a nice size. See, you guys, this is how I create things. I just have a bunch of stuff in front of me, and I just keep adding, adding, and adding. Have a plan. I have a plan. No, it depends on the haunting. I lived in a haunted house for a while. Okay, now I need red beads, which I don't have here. But I've got them up here because I haven't put my heart stuff away yet. Pull this one. We'll use that one. Ooh, you know what'd be nice? How about, I think I want those. Do I have more of those? I have to dig. Well, no. You know, if I had time, I would sort all these out. Don't know. I think I'll just use beads. Just use beads. Awesome. Welcome back, Anina. Okay, just have to decide which beads kind of match that. These ones. Oh, not these ones. Those ones? Oh, yeah, those ones. Okay. See, at least that I put back with the other beads. That was good. Was good. Now, trick will be threading these. So, what are you guys working on this week? Creatively. I don't know what I'm going to be working on. Okay. That is not big enough. The bead is still going to slip off. So what I will do is I will put glue on them, a big glob of glue, after I'm done. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what I'm going to be working on this week. As I say, I've been busy putting happy mail into my friend journal, my love journal. Slowly coming along. I had to change the dynamic of it, like the way it was put together, because, well, it's put together the way a normal journal is put together, but I'll show you what I mean. Is because I cut it into the heart shape, it wouldn't sit on a shelf nice. So since I'm using this as a lot of like my fib art and stuff, I wanted it so that it would stand. So I used the envelopes on some of the pages so it will stand so that it looks like this when it's standing. So I used a lot of like envelopes at the bottom point for stability. But that's a gator mouth. That is a true gator mouth journal, that one. It is. It is. I love it. But, and you know, I don't do small journals. For some reason, my journals all end up huge like that. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. So as I say, I'm tying knots, but the knots don't seem to be big enough to hold the beads on. So I'm going to put glue on the knots in hopes that the beads will get caught on the glue and not go anywhere. Yeah. Binding after you fill it, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, kids crying. Oh my, yeah. We should. Birds are hard. Birds are hard. They are, they are. I think that's why I like doing my wobble cut stuff because it just allows me to complete something without stressing too much about it. Doesn't have to be 100%. Okay, so this is what I got. Come down. So now I've got the triangle, but I added strings, a little fringe with some beads on it. I think I'll just shorten this one a little bit. Yeah, a little bit of whimsy, a little bit of dangly stuff. I love things that hang, you know. I love the dangles. So now what I'll do is I will put glue on the knots and I will slide the beads to the bottom. Not that the glue's really going to hold them because these are glass beads. And we'll put them on this lid over here. Okay, glue. Glue. There we go. Yeah. I haven't watched TV in or a movie or anything like that in probably 3 weeks since I've had the TV on. Maybe even longer. No, you're really big. I'll just do that. 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 Just put little dots of glue on. in hopes that it will make the knots that little bit bigger to hold these beads on. We'll see what happens. That needs to dry. I'm putting it over here. So that's 3, guys. We've got 3 done in an hour and 40 minutes. Wow. Am I going slow? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going slow or what's happening. I have this piece of navy blue. Or is that black? I think that's navy blue. Yeah, that's navy blue. Something like this could actually just go with like a button on the very top of it. Something like that. Or sideways. Oh, that could be kind of cute sideways. Sticking across the side front of a journal. This is really, really thick. This was definitely used for a mukluk. I don't even know if I'll get a needle through that. Yeah, they are fiddly. It does. It kind of gives it a little bit of whimsy. Well, I think. I think it does. And I wanted the red beads and the green to kind of carry through the flower. So yes, I would take this and I would sew this button onto it and then just have it on the journal like this, across the journal, almost like a branch, but in blue. See if I can get that. Get that to stay down. First of all, is this big needle, because I think I would like to use this big needle if I can, go through this button. It does. Okay. Okay, we're going to use this green thread, green string. Yeah. It is a little owl button. Like I say, whenever I see cute buttons at the dollar store or wherever, I have a tendency to buy the silly things. Oh, that that's my email notification roll, and yes, it is my voice saying incoming. Yeah, a little bit of a twisted sense of humor, you know. Wow, that's thick leather. All right, Anina, have a great evening. Hugs to you. Oh, happy anniversary coming up. And so then you won't be coming to play on Sunday, which is not a problem. You've been married forever? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't know about that. I don't know if you can say forever. It was 46 for Ron and I this year. A ghost or a glitch. Awesome. Yeah, like I say, that's my email. You've been married longer than us? All right. Congratulations. That's awesome. That is awesome. Ooh. This is very, 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 very thick leather. Okay, so I've got the little owl stitched down. Just tie a knot in this thread behind. And trim the strings, trim the threads. So, do you guys ever just sit down with some buttons and sequins and little bits of fabric and do these kinds of things? Yes, I'm using leather today, but quite often I will just do this with fabric so that I can add it. See, he stands up really thick. Like if you look at the front, that's between that owl and the leather, that makes it thick. You don't do that? I like taking little bits of fabric or, whatever, and just stitching a few things on to dangle for the corner of the page or something, because these kinds of things. Oh, come on. My glue is stuck to my lid here. Come, come. When you've got these kinds of things, and if it's fabric and just a little sequin or whatever and sticking on the corner of a page, that's fun. That just adds a little bit more whimsy to your journals. But I have all the stuff to do this with. Yeah. Sit, stitch, ribbon, and add buttons. Yeah. You don't have to have something really thick. You can have a little piece of lace with a sequin and a bead on it. Works great. Works great. Of course, when you've got something like this, it's way too thick. That's definitely got to go like along the edge of a page. Like I would stitch it maybe to the edge of a page or crochet it to the edge of a page. Tiny little things irritate you? Ah, I see. It really depends on my mood. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I definitely do have to be in the mood for it. Today I seem to be in the mood for it. So, okay, now we've got 4. Because they don't have to be, again, you have to think, are you selling your journal? If you're selling your journal, all these little things, the time of them adds up, right? If you're giving your journal away, you have to think about that too. How much time do I want to spend? Okay, keep dropping this one. Keep dropping it. And now the glue's sticking to the other strings. Kimberly, Kimberly, Kimberly. There we go. There we go. But they're fun. Okay, let's just get a blank piece of paper. We can do this. Do this. See, this ribbon's not going quite the way I wanted it to, but things like that happen. I lost my little owl. Where are ya? Where are ya? Where are ya? I got too much junk on my desk when I can't find something I just had in my hand. I bet you guys can see it. There it is. Hiding. Hiding. I love tiny art. Yes, yes. Me too. Me too, me too. So anyway, that's my ideas for leather. Um, you can always stitch a little bit down, use it as a pocket. Use it like you would fabric. Just be careful because it's thick, right? You could just take a little strip again, I would use a thinner leather. This one's thinner. And maybe do like a row of cross stitch or something down and just stick it on a page. Me and Jean? Oh, yeah. Jean and her beading. Wow, she does such beautiful beading. I just play. But like this one, I'm pulling out a tassel here. You know, I love playing on tassels because it just makes them fun, right? Beads and sequins and stuff, right? Buttons. Yes, I like this. Purple's one of your favorite colors? 1 out of 4? I like purple too. But I have to admit, I like blues. Blue's my favorite, absolute favorite color. But like on this tassel is where I first started doing those beads with the French knot and not this tassel, the one that's on my journal. Where you do the French knot and then just the green. It's just fun, just little bits of fun. I am drinking sparkling water with root beer flavor in it. So it's just fizzy water with some sort of chemicals. I need something different. So I figured I would try this. And it does. It tastes like root beer, but it's not sweet, which is awesome because I don't like overly sweet things. And I didn't have any lemons in the house to make myself lemon water. Although I do have cucumber. I could have done cucumber. Yeah. So, any other ideas, guys? Can you guys think of anything to do with leather? Like Belinda said, do like a patchwork journal cover could be very fun. It's a lot of stitching. Don't know that I have the hands to do all that stitching. Purple, yellow, orange, and green. The thinner leather will die cut. I don't have anything thin enough to use though. I could probably use my Cricut to cut it because they do use the Cricut for doing leather earrings and things. But I don't know. Ah, I see. I mean, we could try the die cut, but I really don't think that. Just trying to think of which is thinner. I don't know. I think that this is too thick to use. Because I mean, if you can do aluminum cans, but this, I don't know. I really don't know. Like I said, let's try it. Let's just go get the little machine, and we could try something. Okay, first of all, I don't think this had a pin in it. Should have had a pin in it to hold it. I'll probably find it later. When I least expect it, if you know what I mean. I'm putting a different pin in it. Okay, getting the die cutting machine. Be right back. It's over there. Oh, my goodness. Oh, goodness. Okay, so I'm over in the front 40 instead of the back 40. I know it will emboss because leather does emboss nicely. We could try both. We could try both. Kind of doesn't stick, kind of sticks. We'll see what happens. Need these plate things. I bought new plates. Do you think I remember where I put them? No. My poor plates are just beat. Absolutely beat. Okay, now let's find just a simple die. I think I'm just going to try a simple die. Nothing real and fancy. Maybe just circles or something. Got these circles. Gonna just try a circle. Yeah, I was thinking that. Stitch it all together. I could. Actually, out of the leather that a skirt or something is made out of, because that's much thinner, I think I would try it out of that. Okay. I'm just going to use this little circle die. These poor things are just beat. Beat. This one seems to be a little bit thinner. Let's just try that. Let's do it so that I'm not wasting all of it. Let's just put it here. Here-ish. You know what? Let's just do it this way. Just like that. Like that. Put this on top. That's really thick. Doesn't help that this leather's folded. We'll see what happens. Do, 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 do. Ah, went through. Didn't even clunk. So I'm spilling things. Because I got everything stacked up right here. Try again. Never heard it go click or anything, so we'll see what happens. Didn't quite go through. You can see just kind of embossed it. Stuck in there. It embossed it. It went through just the very top layer. Yeah, I don't have heavy duty dies. It's like a pasta making machine. Yeah, I've got a pasta making machine too. This is called Cuttlebug, and you use these metal dies, and it's for paper actually. Although people do use aluminum cans, like soft drink cans, I have never done that. So if you put the die down and you take a piece of paper, you put the paper on top. What is this paper? Let's do. I have a scrap of paper here someplace. I'm looking for a scrap of paper because let's just use this. This is a book page, right? We'll just use a book page because I got book page. So you put the paper on, you do this, and you run it through. I think I might need another layer in there to make it a little bit heavier. Right? Beautiful little hole. Hey, I could cut the middles of my pages out with this because my 2-inch punch doesn't fit properly. Another datum. So this one has actually a little ring of like this raised thing, so it looks like stitching on it. can't see it very well. But that's what it's for. You did cut leather with a heavy dye? Awesome. So yeah, that's you use dyes and you can do various things. Because you can buy different dyes. You know, different shapes, different patterns, different, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. I just got these cats. Yeah. Clothing weight leather. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Oh, you're welcome, Roel. Butterflies. Let's do some butterflies. Because you know what? Now I've got the machine out. Might as well use it for something. I've got bright yellow paper. Fits good. And because I'm in Beth's napkin swap. Oh, see? Napkin swap this month. I need to have some little bits of Happy Meals to go in it. So this cuts a multitude of butterflies at a time. Look how fun those are. I do prefer doing them out of painty papers. And I should have double cut because some of these are just stuck a little bit because my plates are bent. But that's okay. That's okay. I can do without these last 3 butterflies. Okay, I ripped them out. I lied. I'll take them. Just like that. So yeah, then you get this and you can use it on your gel plate like a stencil. Great. So yeah, always fun. Always fun. See, now I don't want to play leather anymore. Now I want to do some die cutting. Circles and triangles. The problem is, Raul, is you have to buy the dyes, but you can get them on Temu and places like that. But like I say, if you do this out of a gel print with lots of texture on it, you can get some really beautiful butterflies. I think I'm just going to stick those in a little kit. I'm making up art kits for my great nephews. Great nephews. Because they're my sister's great grandsons. So that means they have to be my great nephews. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do, is I'll shove them in a little kit so they've got more things to not that boys like butterflies, but hey, it's something different that they probably don't have to use, right? Soak your plates in hot water. Okay. Nice. See, usually I just flip them over. This one has a really big crack in it, so it's got to be on the bottom, otherwise it doesn't. But yeah, I bought new plates, and I don't know where I put them. That's a good idea. I'll have to try that with this one. I will. You know what? Because, and you don't have to get the ones with the stitching in, but this does your perfect circles. I've got circles, I've got squares, I've got butterflies, I've got those cats. I have to admit, I love the cats. Love the cats. And then I bought the film strip one. And the tickets, toads, yeah. And I bought these because I thought these were the cutest darn things in the entire world. They're skeletons. Maybe the boys would like some skeletons. They're boys. Boys like creepy things, right? I actually did a whole bunch of die cuts and took them to Jan when I saw her. I wonder if I could cut double. We'll find out. Oh, yeah, I know. I know. I really don't have that many dies. I really don't. I've got a couple of alphabets. Alphabets are fun. Let's do skeletons. I think little boys will like skeletons. And I think I have to do it a couple of times. Yes, just like napkins. I'm looking forward to this napkin swap with Beth. 5 napkins and a little bit of Happy Meal I'm supposed to send. Okay. Am I boring you guys now? I'm sorry. See? Didn't quite cut across this middle right here where that crack is. What happens if I move it down and do this? You have a ghost and skull? Cool. I would definitely use those. There we go. I don't know how well you can see them. You guys see those? These are very, very piddly little things. This is the pain of it though, Raoul, is taking them off the dies, right? Like, because some of them are really tiny picky. So then you need a toothpick so you can poke like the eyes out. Poke the eyes out. Here we go. Body parts. You poke the eyes out of the skeletons. And then anything else that is between.